Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me. I'm Julie DeMacos, also known as the Gardening Girl, and today we're going to be talking about potting up seeds that have germinated in a seed germination test. In my previous video, I showed you how to check for seed viability if you're unsure if your seeds, like for old seeds, if you're unsure of how to know if they're viable or not. So I'm posting a link up above right now, and you can click on that video and I show you exactly how to run a seed germination test. So today we are potting up the seeds that have germinated from a seed germination test, one of the ones that I did the previous time. I'm going to show you how to do it in a safe and easy way to protect that little seedling from being damaged. And I'm also going to talk about how to determine the percentage of viability. So let's get started. Okay, so here's a seed germination test that I had completed. I did two in that video and I showed you one of them, and this is for the poblano pepper. So in this little test, I had put 10 seeds. Now I didn't have a lot of seeds in that packet, and it was a fairly old packet from 2016. So I wasn't sure if these seeds were viable or not. And I didn't want to spend time or waste time on not knowing and planting those seeds and not knowing if those seeds would be viable or not. So put them in this little paper towel, wet paper towel, in this plastic zipper bag. I wrote down the date, I wrote 10 seeds, and so here we are. And you can kind of see them through the bag. You can see the ones that have germinated because they're green, but we're going to open it up because I don't think they all have. But I still think that germination is fairly good. So here we are, I'm opening it up. Here's a little test, and actually I can see the roots. Now I did wait a little bit long for this test. I should have actually done this a lot earlier. But I'm gonna try to open it gently. So the roots have now come through the paper. So I'm just gonna try to take this out really carefully. So if a root comes through like this, you can see here in the paper that it's come through. Rather than trying to pull it out, instead I suggest tearing the paper around it. So you tear the paper around it and free the seed, okay? So I'm still opening this, and I don't want to damage any of these roots. There we go. Okay, so far so good. Oops, I did take a little bit of that root there. So had I done this about a week prior, these roots would have been a lot smaller. But you know, we get busy, we have things to do, and it doesn't always work out. So we can't always do what we need to do, and it's okay. So because there's plenty in this little bag, and I really don't need to grow, 9 or 10 poblano peppers this summer coming up, I'm okay with if a couple don't make it. Okay, so I think a lot of them did germinate. Here's my little test, and I'm not sure if you can see this well or not, but I put 10 seeds down, and how many seedlings do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you can't see these here. I'm going to pull it back. 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 9 seeds germinated of 10, and this one here is a dead seed. Nothing happened. Let's see if I can bring it a little bit closer to show you. So there's nothing there. So these are the seeds. They've germinated, and you can actually see I did let them go for a little bit long because this one's actually coming out, the cotyledon leaves are coming out. So I do need to get these potted up, and I'm thinking I'm going to choose the strongest seedlings that are in here. I don't need all of them. So 9 out of 10 germinated seeds is 90% germination rate. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video, and please take a look at that one, I discussed the true way of testing for germination is you want to test 100 seeds. This is how a seed company would do it. They would test 100 seeds, they'd count all the ones that germinated from the 100, and that would give them the exact figure of how many germinated. So in that case, like let's say 93 germinated would be 93% germination rate. To pot these up, what you need to do is, rather than pulling the root from the little paper towel, which would tear it, I suggest either cutting around. Now if these were smaller, you could literally just cut a little square around them and plant that in the seed tray, or you can rip it from around. So here's a really good one. Let's see here. This one here is really advanced, and I had, let me see if I can get you a little closer. Here, I'm gonna lift this up. So this one here, the root has actually come down this way, and the leafy growth is right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to tear it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Even the little seed coat fell off. So here is a good looking one. can even see the little leaves. It's so cute. So I'm not gonna pull this out. Paper towel biodegrades, right? It decomposes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my little seed tray, like so, and I'm gonna make a little space, and I'm gonna place it like this. I'm just gonna plant it with the paper, just like that. And I'm going to cover the plant all around and bury that little paper and the root. Now, afterwards, I'm going to top it up with a little bit of soil, but you get the idea. And that's it, that's planted. Let's do one more. So I'm going to take this little space here, make a little deeper hole. And which one do I want to take out of here? Well, all of these are pretty good. So I'm going to take out this one here. Again, I'm just tearing the paper, and I hope you can see this. Just tearing the paper around there. And you can actually see, oh, see the paper actually fell off in this case. And there's the entire plant. So I'm not gonna touch the root. I take it by the leaf like this, and I'm actually gonna put it in the cell. And I'm gonna push the soil all around it. I'm actually gonna use my tool now. I have a little dibber here I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna use the dibber. I'm not gonna touch the root with my finger. Instead, I'm gonna use the dibber to push it down. Now these dibbers, they're in my Amazon shop, so if you're looking for them, I highly recommend them. They're inexpensive. They'll last you forever, and they're perfect for seed starting and transplanting. And that's it. So here the leaves are actually tipped down into the soil, and that's not a problem. They will come up on their own. They will find the light and they will straighten themselves out. So that's how you do it. So that's it, that's how it's done. It's really, really simple, and you can do the same principle for any kind of seed. And many people even start seeds this way. So if you have a bunch of seeds and you're not certain if the seed is gonna be viable or not, you can literally start many of your seeds in a seed germination test, but take them out a lot sooner than I did. Don't let that root get so long. As soon as you see it germinate, you can take it out, plant it, and then you know that you've gotten a seed that's actually gonna germinate. You're not gonna waste space or waste time, and you can start your seeds that way. But this is my 2 for now, and I will take out, I probably just need like 5 or 6. I won't grow 5 or 6 of them. I may even take all 9, but I'm not gonna keep them all. I'm just gonna keep the strongest. So that's how it's done. So if you join me in the previous, and if you tried in the previous video and you tried doing a seed germination test, please let me know, leave me a comment below, and let me know if you do try this technique and if it works for you. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. Please, if you like this video, be sure to click the like button, and then as well, please subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified of any upcoming video. Hope you're all having a really great day, everyone. Happy gardening, and I'll talk to you all again really soon.